Hey guys, thank you for joining me and welcome back to my channel. This is a butterfly and yellow set. So here I'm coming in with some butterflies. They're out of, these butterflies are out of different mixes, so I can't leave where I got them from, but the mixes are from Glitterati Nails, and I've just taken some silver and yellow butterflies. If you do go over to Glitterati Nails, I have a discount code, which is Amy, and you can use that to get some money off of your entire order. So I've taken a small bead of clear acrylic and I've washed that down the middle of the nail, and now I'm just trying to pick up the butterflies and lay them in a straight line straight down the middle of the nail. And I'm doing that silver, yellow, silver, yellow. These are quite difficult to pick up sometimes. There we are, so that's that line done. And then I'll leave them to set. And then I'm coming in with Karen from Glam and Glitz. I don't really use the Glam and Glitz colours anymore. They're just what I've got from when I did first start out using acrylic, coloured acrylic. This was the range that I used. So these are sort of leftover colours that I've got, and I thought I should make use of them really in my videos if I can. So yeah, this is Glam and Glitz Karen, and I love this colour. I really love this colour. Really perfect yellow with just a tiny bit of shimmer in it. I'm creating an ombre here, so I'm only coming 3/4 of the way up the nail. Blending the back of that bead, blending the back of that yellow into the nail. No harsh lines when you're doing an ombre. And then I kept seeing like what looked like a see-through bit on the nail, so I kept coming in with little beads to try and fill it in. I don't know if it was, but I got there in the end. It did go in the end. Here we go. Again, this is Karen from Glam and Glitz, and this is going to be an ombre as well. So I'll just pop that bead down, blend in the back of that bead into the nail. Tapping the side walls, trying to make sure that I keep all that product on top of that tip, making sure it doesn't spill over to ruin my shape. And then I just keep coming in with beads until that nail is complete. So I'm happy with that colour. Then back over onto the butterflies, and I wanted a clear line down the a clear line of butterflies down. So I'm only encapsulating the butterflies, and I wanted it quite a thin line. So just encapsulating here and pushing that acrylic where I want it to be. If it bounces back, it's not set yet, so then I'll just push it back again. Oh, and this is CJP crystal glass. It took me a little while to encapsulate these butterflies, if I remember rightly. I've done these videos so long ago, and then I caught COVID, so I couldn't voice over. Didn't have a voice to voice over with, so... Just building that wall up nice and high. I know that I'm going to be bringing it down again, but I wanted to make sure that it was all encapsulated and the wall was nice and high, so I could get my colour right up to it. Here, just creating the apex. Just check in there to make sure that it's high enough. It's the same height all the way down the nail. There you go, you can just see there the height of that wall. Over onto the index finger. And this again is Glam and Glitz, Karen. Placing my bead, getting that up into the cuticle area. And then pushing the product down the nail. I'm doing sort of a diagonal line, so the bottom of the tip on the diagonal will be clear. So just bringing that down to the right here. Doesn't have to be too perfect because I'm going to come in with a line of butterflies, so the butterflies give you a little bit of grace. And while that yellow acrylic is still wet, I'm popping these in. It's a dangerous move doing this, because I say dangerous because if you put the butterfly on and then start fiddling, you will end up covering the butterfly in yellow acrylic because the yellow acrylic is still wet. So yeah, shouldn't really do it. So you should lay your clear like this and pop them into the clear. So if they move, it doesn't matter. They're not coated in anything. So I'm using the yellow and the silver again. Just a rough line of butterflies going down there. Doesn't have to be perfect. In fact, I think it looks better when it's not perfect. And they're all different ways. So I'm just filing this line now. Getting the file right up to that wall. Making sure that the corner of the file, the edge of the file, is into the corner of the wall. So where the acrylic meets the nail, I'm making sure that the edge of my file is right into that corner. I'm keeping my file nice and flat up against that acrylic. Now I'm creating my ombre, so come in with my first small tiny bead of acrylic, just starting that ombre off, just a small wet bead. And this is ballet slippers from Glitter Armour. The Glitter Armour acrylics are really easy to use. I haven't had any problems with them, they've been so easy. And then I come in with my cuticle bead and blend that over. I'm going to encapsulate this now, so don't really need to create my apex with this. You could, and just encapsulate your blend. Again, just start that ombre off with a small bead of the ballet slippers. And then taking in my bigger bead, popping that into the cuticle area and blending that over this first bead, the smaller bead. Just keep swipe, swipe, swipe until you're happy. I didn't feel that this ombre came down far enough, so I just come in with a little bit more of the ballet slippers. And then the ballet slippers started to cover the yellow at the end of the nail, so I'll just come in with a little bit more of the yellow just to bring that colour back out again. And then each side of this butterfly line is going to be yellow. So I'm just filling in the negative space here with the colour Karen. Building that right up to the same height as my wall. Going up into the cuticle area with that colour first and then blending it down the nail or bringing it down the nail. So the nail is now like completely out of shape. But that doesn't matter because I will be using my E-file to get rid of the bulk. And then I'll be coming in my hand file, so it's not a problem. So now I'm going to start encapsulating with crystal glass from the CJP. So come in with quite a big bead, tip my finger down, let gravity do the work for me. Keep most of that first bead up in that cuticle area so I create my apex. Second bead, blend that over the first, again letting gravity do the work, bringing that bead down. You can see there I'm not really touching the bottom of that bead, I'm just letting gravity bring it down. And then because we left the butterflies for a little while, they have all set, so they're not moving about. Just take off the end there. And then I've sped this video up, but you can just see me twist and turn the nail a little bit there to see if I've got good enough apex and there's not too many lumps and bumps that I need to fill in. So I'm happy with the strength. On to cap the ombre. Put that first bead down into the cuticle area. Let gravity bring that bead down. Just guiding it from left to right if I need to with soft touches. And then this one filled the whole nail, so I didn't need to come in with any more. That's very unusual for me. I normally have to, especially with encapsulating, I have to do 2, 3, 4 beads but I managed to get that one in one. And then with this being the pinky, I'll come in with a smaller bead, obviously. You don't need that much. And then just guiding that down again with my wet brush. Take off the end again. Try and keep that shape. Swiping at the side walls. Making sure I've got enough strength, my apex is in the correct area. And I've filed off camera, so I will have used my e-file on that line of butterflies just to take off the yellow that was over the top. And then I would have come in with my hand file and shaped these up. And this is Glitterbell's No Wipe top coat. I'm just top coating these nails now. Best bit of the video. And on this nail, I come underneath with some top coat as well because it's see-through, so it's glass nail. So a little bit of top coat underneath will keep it nice and see-through. And then these are the finished nails. Thank you very much for watching, guys. I really appreciate you subscribe. Oh, no, I told a Porky. There was me going off on a little rant. I did some 3D work. I forgot about this, so I've really sped this up. 3D work takes quite a long time because you have to wait for your beads to nearly set up before you can shape. So I've really sped this up. So these are going to be some flowers. And I'm just popping on a small bead of bright white from CJP. A tiny bead, so this is going to be the middle of the flower. So I'm creating the middle first and then putting my petals around. This is my Glitterbell's 3D brush. And because I've already top coated, I've got the grace of being able to move these beads around quite a lot to make sure I get them where I want them. So now I'm creating my petals. I've got to warn you, I'm not very good at 3D. And it's been a long time since I did it. So when I watch this back, it's awful. I watch people do 3D and they just literally put the bead on, press it out, done. Not me, I have to faff. So it does take me a while. Like I said, 3D takes quite a long time because you have to pop the bead on and just wait for it to almost set up before you can start patting and pressing where you want it to be. So it's quite time consuming. And I didn't keep all of it in, obviously, because it would have taken ages. So these are the finished nails. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. And thank you for your time to watch my videos. Take care, guys. I shall see you soon. Bye.